Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, grade 4. Today we will take our social studies session. We will complete our lesson, page 80, our changing earth. We will complete it. No, it's page, just wait. Yes, it's page 78, not 80. It's page 78. We will complete our lesson 1. We didn't complete it last time. Yes, open your book, page 80. Yes, in page 80 you will find lines of longitude and latitude. Yes, in page 80 you will find lines of longitude and latitude. Lines of longitudes and latitudes. What do you mean by longitudes and latitudes? Longitudes and latitudes. If you look at the map of the world, you will find, you will see lines in the map. You will see lines on the map. The lines are not actually there. The lines of the map are not actually there. Sorry. The lines of the map are not actually there. The lines here. The lines of the map are not actually there. Okay, so if you look at the map of the world, you will find the lines, but actually the lines are not there in real world. If you go on the earth, you will find the lines. No, if you see, just they made these lines to try to help us to find the place. People who make maps draw the lines to help us find places. To help us find places. You have two kinds of lines. Again, if you look at the map of the world, you will find lines. The lines are not actually there in real world, but people who make maps draw the lines to help us find places. We have two kinds of lines. Longitudes and latitudes. Longitudes. What do you mean by longitudes? Longitudes are imaginary lines from your imagination, from the people's imagination. Imaginary lines that running vertically through the earth from up to down, from top to bottom. Again, longitudes. Longitudes are imaginary lines that running vertically from up to down, from top to bottom on the earth, okay, or on the world. Latitudes. Latitudes are imaginary lines that running horizontally through the earth from east to west. Horizontally from east to west. So latitudes means imaginary lines. Latitudes mean imaginary lines that running horizontally through the earth from east to west. Okay? We have also one more imaginary line in the middle or at the center called equator. Equator is an imaginary line at the center of the earth that separates the earth into two hemispheres, that divides the earth into two hemispheres or into two halves. So the equator divides the earth into two halves or into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, and down southern hemisphere. So today we have longitudes, latitudes, equator, longitudes, latitudes, equator. These are lines on the earth to divide the earth and to help you to find places. These are lines on the earth, but they are imaginary. It's not real. It's not real. It's imaginary. The people who make the maps, they draw it to help us to find the places. Okay? Longitudes from up to down. Latitudes from east to west. Equator in the middle. Equator in the middle. Like here. Here, see this picture? Here we have longitudes from up to down. Longitudes from north to south. From north to south. From top to bottom. From top to bottom. We have longitudes. We have longitudes. Here we have latitudes. We have latitudes from east to west. From east to west. We have latitudes. We have latitudes. In the middle here, we have the equator. In the middle here, we have the equator or equator. You can say it. We have in the middle equator. Equator in the middle, it divides the earth into two halves. The up northern half or northern hemisphere, and down we have the southern half or the southern hemisphere. Okay? Today we talk longitudes, we talk latitudes, and we talk equator. Okay? Equator. Divide into two halves. Okay? After we have today another kind of maps. It's called relief maps. We have another kind of maps. It's called relief maps. The last time or the previous time we talk physical maps. We talk physical maps. Today we will take the relief maps. Today we will take relief maps. So what do we mean by relief maps? A relief map is a map that shows the way the land is formed on its surface. Relief maps are the maps that show the way the land is formed on its surface. For example, on a relief map, the colors show the height of the land in meters above sea level. On a relief map, the colors show the height of the land. The height of the land in meters above sea level. Above sea level. So it will show you how high is this land. If it is so high or it's not high. Okay? It will tell you how high is it. How high is the land. So relief maps, it will show you how high is the land. We have another word today, altitude. Altitude. Altitude is the height above sea level. Altitude is the height. Altitude, not latitude. It's altitude. Altitude means the height above sea level. The height above sea level. How high the land is above sea level, we call it altitude. The map key of the relief map tells you what heights are shown by each color. The map key, of course, every map has a map key to clarify for you or to make it clear for you. In the map key of the relief map, you will find it will tell you what height are shown by each color. By each color, it will tell you how high the land is. It will tell you how high the land is. For example, here, this is a relief map. See, here it's high. And here, no, it's low, not high. Here it's middle, not so high. But here, see, so high, very high. This map is called relief map. This map that shows the heights called relief maps. Relief maps show the height, how high the land above sea level. This is the sea level. How high is the land above sea level? If we go here, it's not high. It's not so high. You will go up, 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 up. You will find it going up. So the height, it will show you the height of the land. Okay, here, this, we call it map key. It will tell you how high each land. It will tell you how high each land is. How high each land is. Okay, thank you for watching our social studies session. Thank you for today. Go and study our session. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.